Okay, hello. You're welcome back. We are still on the matters of Secrets of the Night, and this is episode 10 by Precious Obialor-Ukazim. Ihunanya did not budge. Remember where we stopped, right? Yes. Her husband was horny, but she was not interested. Yes. Ihunanya did not budge. She refused to allow him make love to her, in spite of his pleas, and he had to suppress the urge by leaving the room to the sitting room to cool off his head. The next morning, Ejiofor got prepared for office, took a cup of tea and fried egg with bread, then left before she woke up. It was the feeling of nausea that woke Ihunanya up from the sleep that morning, and she ran into the toilet and vomited everything she ate the previous night. Ah, my head, she wailed, sitting on the floor and leaning on the wall for some minutes before flushing her vomit. That is true. I'm supposed to have seen my monthly flow, but nothing has happened till now. I'll just wait for a few more days, but if nothing happens, then I must have conceived, she thought with a smile on her face. Really? Conceived for who? Okay. After 1 week, she kept on experiencing the nausea and dizziness. She doesn't feel like eating anything, but always demanding for unripe oranges and other fruits. Interesting. May God be praised. I have missed my period this month. I am pregnant, she said within her. And suddenly, her relationship with her husband took a new turn as she started loosening up to him, allowing him access to her body, and became very friendly. Okay. She kept managing the nausea for weeks, but after much pressure from her husband, she gave her consent for the doctor to come and carry out a medical check on her. So her husband called the doctor immediately. Dr. Ikechukwu, who was Ejiofor's friend, humbly carried a check on her, then collected her blood and urine sample in order to carry out some tests on her to diagnose the sickness. Before he left, he told them when the results would be ready and promised to get back to them once it's out. 3 days later, Ejiofor went to the hospital to see his doctor friend and to get the test results on his way from the office, and his doctor friend welcomed him with a congratulations. Congratulations, my brother. The results of the test carried out shows your wife is 3 weeks pregnant, announced Dr. Ikechukwu, smiling broadly. What? 3 weeks what? Ejiofor asked, so overjoyed that he couldn't think straight. He was leaping, laughing out loud, and hugging his friend for joy. Doc, this called for celebration. You have to join me, oh. Join me, let's go to my house together to celebrate this news, Ejiofor said cheerfully. Yes, I will join you, but not right away. I'll be coming later in the evening. I have a patient I need to attend to before leaving the hospital. You should go and break the news to the queen of the house while I see you guys later, Dr. Ikechukwu explained, truly happy for his friend as it was clearly written all over him. While Ejiofor was driving home that evening, he felt a kind of joy that can't be explained. But suddenly, a thought flashed through his mind, and he briskly took a thoughtful look at the test result again. But why 3 weeks? He asked nobody but himself, thinking out loud. Are you sure there's no mistake in the calculation? Because I don't think it's even up to 3 weeks we started meeting as husband and wife. Well, these things are not always accurate and should be a miscalculation on their part. The good thing is that I'm going to be a father, he concluded, grinning proudly to himself. I'm a child of God. If not, I would have said, your father don't have sense. But well, it is what it is. Ejiofor pampered his wife like an egg. He stopped her from anything at all that would stress her, and even hired a young girl who would be doing some of the personal work which his wife used to do for herself, aside John's duty as the cook and housekeeper. He buys her the unborn baby even things that they doesn't need, and one night Ejiofor returned home with a gift for the unborn child and the mother. This child comes with good fortunes. My businesses are doing very well each passing day, and my company have made plans to open another branch of the company in another state. Ejiofor testified warmly to his wife. That is a good news, and this means that my daughter shall be called Blessing, Ihunanya said, teasingly to hear what Ejiofor would say. Did you say daughter? Come off it. Can't you hear it's a male voice I am hearing? This boy you are carrying is going to be the next Igwe of Obinagu. Ejiofor teased her, and they both busted into a provocative laughter. My husband, can Ejike come over to the city to stay? I don't like the way you leave only me in the house and travel out for days, Ihunanya requested childishly. Are you sure Ejike would love to leave Obinagu? Ejiofor asked. But John and this new girl are always in the house with you. He wanted to stress it, but seeing that his wife was getting upset, he stopped and said, anyways, that is not a problem. I shall send a message to them tomorrow. Is that okay? He asked, and she nodded in the affirmative, now happy that he has agreed to her request of bringing Ejike over to the city to stay with them. This girl never talk wetin she dey use Ejike do. Well, story to be continued. Let's see what happens next. Thank you.